Alright, so today we're going to learn that how do we factorize quadratic expressions. So first thing over here, let's start with the easy question. It says x squared plus 5x plus 6. We have to factorize this term. So first of all, what is factorization? So in factorization, we are going to write this whole expression in in one term, and in that particular term, there are going to be some brackets multiplying with each other. Okay, so we know that generally the equation is ax squared plus bx plus c. So what we're going to do is we are going to first of all take the product of a and c. So a times c. So a times c, what is a times c here? A is 1, b is 5, and c equals to 6, right? So what you do is you take the product of a and c, and that's going to be 1 times 6, which is equal to 6. Now, the number 6 we have to basically find out the factors of 6. So the factors of 6 are going to be 1 times 6, 2 times 3, and I think that's it. So what you're going to do next is you're going to choose a pair that you add up, or you take the difference and you get the middle number. Okay, so both of them works actually, 1 times 6 and 2 times 3, but which one are we going to choose? If you notice, the product of these two should be equal to positive 6 as well. Okay, so if you choose, you're going to do 6 minus 1 in order to make 5, which is the middle term. And 2 plus 3 equals to 5 as well. So I think the most appropriate would be 2 plus 3. The reason for that is the product of 2 and 3 is positive 6, and 6 and negative 1 is negative 6. So we are looking for the one that's giving us the product positive 6. Okay, so this makes sense so far. What we're going to do next is we're going to break down this 5x into 3x plus 2x. So I'm going to say x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. That's how we're going to do it. Now, from the first two, I'm going to take x common. You can notice x is common in these two. So x over here. Then, from the first term, we have x remaining. And from the second term, 3 is left because x is taken common. Now, from the next two, we can take 2 common. So when you're going to take 2 common, you will be left with x from the first term, and 2 times 3 is 6, so here we got 3. Okay? Now, since x plus 3 is written 2 times, we're going to write it once by taking it common, and we got x from the first one and 2 from the next one. So this means that factorization of x squared plus 5x plus 6 will be this expression, x plus 3 times x plus 2. So basically, the objective of factorization is to write an expression in factors multiplying with each other. And yeah, so I hope this makes sense. Let's just try to do a question a little bit different. Just a moment. Okay, now let's just say we have a different expression. Maybe x squared negative 7x positive 10, positive 10. So here we have the next quadratic equation. So what we're going to do here, we are first of all doing the same thing. We have to break down the middle term. So how do we break down the middle term? We take the product of a and c. A equals to 1. So you're going to do 1 times 10, which is 10. So the number we got, we have to write down the factors of it. So it is possible that we do 1 times 10, it is possible that we do 2 times 5, and I believe that's it. So which pair are you going to choose? It's quite simple that by adding or taking the difference of 10 and 1, you won't be getting 7. It's either going to be 9 or 11. So 2 and 5, if you focus on this one, what you're going to do, you are going to break down 7x in negative 5x and negative 2x. And also, if you take the product of negative 5 and negative 2, you will be getting the positive 10, which is actually the requirement. So the numbers that we are writing over here, so we have to take care about one thing, that their product should be equal to the product of A and C, and their sum should be exactly equal to the middle term. So coming back to the question, this is going to be positive 10 here. Now, what you can do, you can take x common from the first two, right? And you can take negative 2 common from the next two. And that's going to be x, and negative 2 times 5 is, negative 2 times negative 5 is 10, so negative 5 is left over here. Now, this is actually a hint. This is actually a thing that if you're getting this and this same, x minus 5 and x minus 5 same, this means so far you're doing the question correctly. So you're going to write x minus 5 once and x minus 2 over here. So here we got these two factors for x squared negative 7x plus 10. So I hope this one makes sense as well. And let's just try one more question. I'll just copy the question over here. So the next question that we have got over here is a bit different. What we're going to do here is the value of A is actually not 1 in this case. So you're going to first of all find the product of A and C. That's going to give you 2 times 3. So 2 times 3 is how much? 6. And now you're going to write down the factors of 6. So it can be 1 times 6, and it can be 2 times 3 as well. So again, we have to be careful. Even though the difference of 1 and 6 is giving you 5, the middle term, and the product of 1 and 6 is 6. But the thing over here is if you're going to do it like this, like 6x minus x or minus 1x, the product of 6 and negative 1 is negative 6, but not positive 6. So that's the issue here. So that's why we're going to choose 2 and 3. So I'm going to break it down like this: 2x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 3. Okay? And then you will be taking 2x common from the first two, and you get x plus 1. And then you take 3 common from the next two, and you get 3, and then x plus 1. So the factors you will be getting from here would be 2x plus 3 and x plus 1. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. How do we factor the quadratic expressions? And yeah, and if you need any one-to-one tutoring help, you can just contact me using the link in bio, or I'm just gonna drop my email address and WhatsApp in the description. So I think this is it for today. Take care, all of you. Bye bye.